will cost us more than double what this current healthcare reform bill will cost us in the long run. More than double. I want to remind you, the current healthcare reform bills are less than $1 trillion. But let's hypothesize that it's $1 trillion. Well, already, if we look at that figure, 1 trillion versus 1.35 trillion, well, then the Republicans already put us 1.35 trillion in debt. But when we spend this money, it will actually save us money. We'll get back to that after we have some more words from Dave. But first, we're going to go into a tape roll, and I'm going to, hopefully during the tape roll, look at more of my notes and hit people below the belt just a wee bit more. But remember, this is for the lives of my fellow Americans, both Democrat and Republican, and I will not back down. So get ready for it. And now the tape roll, and thank you very much, Yori. What? You crazy? You think I'm gonna do this? I was just messing with you again. Let me tell you something. These things kill more people than all of my people. These things have killed more people than all the wars in history. And you smoke these? What are you doing here? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to whack this dang habit you got. That's right, I said kill the habit. You think you can't do it? Hey, you're pretty tough yourself. You can do it. But I'm gonna make an offer that I know you will not refuse. Absolutely will not refuse. That's how we're gonna kill this dang stupid habit of yours. And we're gonna save you money while we do it. Here's what we do. You smoke the regular number of cigarettes that you normally smoke. You smoke those today. Then tomorrow, you smoke one less. And every day, one less. Sooner or later, you get down to about 4 cigarettes a day. Then this is when you gotta be tough. That's right. You look in the mirror every time you get the urge to take one of these death sticks. You look in the mirror and you say, what? I'm gonna put my life on the line for this piece of junk? And then you quit. Be tough. Be brave. Get rid of this filthy habit. And whack it! All right, we're going to get to the calls in about a second or two, so just hold on, please. Just another note. I told you about how they put us almost $6 to $10 trillion in debt, the Republicans did, by using the reconciliation. It needs to also be noted that different aspects of health care have been used. The Reconciliation Act has been used for different aspects of health care, used for health insurance portability, or COBRA, nursing home standards, expanded Medicaid eligibility, increases in the earned income tax credit, welfare reform, startup of state children's health insurance program, and major tax cuts for the wealthiest among us. So this myth that the Republicans are trying to use propaganda on, that the reconciliation is a bad thing, it's exactly what it is. It's deception, it's deceptive, it's quite frankly lies, and we as an American people, whether you are the most conservative American in the history of this planet or not, we cannot allow our own party members or the opponents to lie to us, because their lies are killing people. Make it very clear in your mind, not having healthcare reform is killing our fellow Americans. With that, I'm going to have Kathy get the next call. Then we're going to get to Dave. He's going to tell us about an upcoming, exciting, wonderful event that's going on. But first, we got Kathy to get some calls.
Caller 1, you're on the air?
No, caller 3.
Oh, caller 3,
What are
you're
you
on
doing,
the air.
Gracie Allen
What was
again?
that caller 3? Caller 1.
It's that caller 1, but you know darn well it's caller 3. Now, caller 3.
Okay, caller 3, you're on the air. I'm sorry.
Okay, Al, this is your sister Diane.
Oh, Mama Mia.
Does the Democrats have this problem too with this thing you just read about?
The Democrats in
How
Congress.
about the President of the United States?
Yeah, they all have it. They all have it.
How much
If you're
does
saying
that,
that
you
the
talk
500,
about
yeah.
the capital people. How about what does the President pay?
Well, that depends on which plan they use. Now, some of the members of Congress probably don't pay anything at all because there's over 40
How
plans.
about the President of the United States?
I don't know specifically. I haven't researched that information. But any member of Congress has access to this, and they will never pay another penny other than $503 a year. So if they did it for 3 straight years, their total out-of-pocket expense for 3 straight years would only be $1,509. That's it. I wish that was only what we would have to pay is $1,509 every 3 years, but apparently it's good for Congress, it's not good for us. I don't know. By the way, I forgot to tell you, it's social
Dave, how about that guy Dave over there? Does he pay a whole bunch of money in health care or not?
I'm not Dave. Ask Dave. Don't ask me.
Well, Dave, how
This is pain in
about
the butt.
Jan?
I mean, this is Sister Diane.
Hi,
You didn't hear that.
Hi, sis. What's the question?
Dave, do you pay a lot of money in health care?
I'm actually right now, just as of recently, covered. So, you know, I'm okay. I'm good now.
But you're employed now.
Yeah, I'm employed.
But if you weren't employed,
Buying on the individual market is, if you're buying your health care on the individual market, it's largely unregulated. Even people who think they have good insurance very often are very surprised to find out when they try to use that insurance what the reality is. You know, we have figures like 62% of personal bankruptcies in this country are related to medical expenses, and that is not just people without insurance that are included in that percentage. Those are people who have insurance, and like we're talking about with rising co-payments, premiums, and God forbid you get really sick, and you find out really what your insurance is all about.
Put that number back up again, because I couldn't get that number that quick.
Oh, the call Congress? You have your pen?
After I get off the phone so I can write it down. I can't write
all
it
right,
down.
Okay.
we'll move forward. And we're going to move forward. Get the number he's going to say because we got to keep moving forward, Diane.
Call Congress.
Call me at 1 a.m. and also, well, actually 2 a.m. this morning coming up.
I know you're going on.
Don't tell everybody my business. Yes, I know I'm being serious here, but I also got to have some fun, right? Hey, that's another reason why you got to give us health care. You don't want entertaining people like us to croak, do you? All right. Well, let's move forward, and Dave's going to pop out some numbers here, and he's also going to tell us about some amazing event. And you better sell it good or else. I'm kidding, everybody. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
You warned me before. But first of all, warned me before I got on.
There is a river across the street. Hey, wait a minute.
You already told me about the river.
I did tell him, actually. I did tell him, but in a joking way.
So first of all, I want to say that your video was excellent. I mean, the point was great because my mom, just to share something about personally, you know, I could never get my mom to quit smoking, but I'll tell you what, the day she got a bad diagnosis, she dropped them and never looked back. But by then it was too late. Right. So that's very, very important message that you got out there, Albert. But you know, in terms of moving quickly on healthcare reform, we really, this is our now or never moment for healthcare reform. Last week we did a 135-mile march over the last, it started on February 17th until the 24th from Philadelphia to Washington, D.C. There were 8 of us who walked all the way. Over 500 folks met us in the last mile in Washington, D.C. We marched to the Senate building. We were met by Harry Reid, Sherrod Brown. I don't want to miss any of the senators who were there, but there was a good list of senators who met us and were very supportive, you know, of our efforts to get healthcare reform done in the next couple of weeks. That march that culminated last week was for Melanie Schaus. She was a healthcare reform advocate who died when her insurance company disagreed with her doctor on the treatment that she needed in terms of chemotherapy.
I hate to do this during the live show, but can you pass this to Annette? I want her to read this in a few minutes.
Okay.